Yeah, hi. So in this demonstration, I'm painting a beautiful lady that's sitting in very strong side light, and the hardest thing is going to be keeping the contrast between the darks and the lights. I should do some of it in real time, and some of it I should speed up because the actual painting went on for a couple of hours. But so starting off, I'm using a strong mix of yellow, red and blue, which these three colours you can use practically for every skin tone. They've just got to be not too saturating. That means some colours will stain the paper and you need to take these colours off. So recommended is often something like Windsor blue, Windsor yellow, Windsor red, which especially developed for this sort of work. Anyway, hope you enjoy the painting and see how it develops. So most of the face I've covered with the first coats of this mix of the three colours, and started to do some details on the eyes, and that allows the paint to dry somewhat, because we've got to go over all of this several times to get the right shades of colour. I've tried to leave the middle as light as I can, because the light will be falling across her face and her body. But as you'll see, I even had to lighten it up at the end using some white, which I don't usually do, but the end effect was okay. So we're going to continue with the rest of the face. Yeah, for the lips I'm using a stronger mix of Windsor Red and even some crimson to get a darker colour, but only on the right hand side in the shadows. On the left her lips will be practically, well, almost white, soft pink. So continually think about this thing with shade, with light and dark, working on these individual parts of the face, because in the end we want the effects of the strong light on the left to be in all of the different parts of the face, whether it be the eyes or the nose or the mouth, really. going to start using a very dark mix to give the shadows around the eye, around the nose and the right hand side of the face. And as you'll see during the painting, continue to darken the colours down, because they dry quite a bit lighter, watercolours, until you get the desired tone. Time now to start adding more shadows. The hair on the left side has got leaving shadows on her face, and also to build up the dark colour on the right side. And this is a process you have to do several times over, letting the paint dry until you get the desired tone. I'm going to start on the hair. For the hair I use a mix of neutral tint or Payne's grey, whatever you want to call it, but mix some blue in with it, some Prussian blue or ultramarine, because just black is not realistic, and the blue makes it much more warm. So using quick strokes of the brush, sometimes the dry brush, that means you haven't got a lot of paint on the brush, and the paper then shows through what you painted, gives nice effects for hair. The shadows on the chest, I'm leaving the light portions practically white. I shall darken them down in a skin tone very, very slightly, because the picture I'm drawing from, the light is so strong that it's almost white, but we don't want to leave the paper completely white. So afterwards I'll tone them down just a little bit. But I had to, in the end, lighten some portions, as you'll see later on. So the main thing with this painting is this very strong contrast between light and dark. She's wearing a very bright coloured, I should think, silk kimono or something, with these lovely big poppies on it. I'm using a large brush with lots of colour on it, and just splashing it in basically. And while the paint's still wet, adding further colours, mixed turquoise green and turquoise blue, cadmium red, and some darker crimson tones, just to give it this great colourful feel in contrast to her skin, which is this lovely brown colour. In a moment I shall be putting the background in, which will bring all of these colours to the fore. Now that the face is completely dry, I'm adding some more shadows of the hair. I shall darken the skin even more on the right, and then I shall have to start lightening some of the colours by either taking the paint off using water, or I might, as I did in this one, add white gouache to get the desired light strength. Yeah, so a few seconds now in real time. It's good once you've got so far in the painting just to sit back, have a look at it, have a drink of beer, whatever, and see if everything has developed the way you like. The shadows on her hands have come out very well, using a strong mix on the dark side to the right. I shall darken them down a bit later on, and the general colours of the gown she's wearing are very exotic and nice, and they give a good contrast to the face and the dark hair, which is, contrast is always good in a painting. So it's time to start filling in some of the last details. For the background, I've wet the paper first because I want the colours to run into each other and have lots of lights and darks. And on the left of the picture was completely in the dark, and on the right there's a lovely turquoise blue light with shade. So that helps to bring dimension to the painting as well. So I always aim to have something interesting going on in the background. lightening up some areas of the face with white gouache, something I don't usually do. But the paper would have had to stay practically completely white, and even the slightest wash of colour made it too dark, so I decided to lighten it up with gouache. Once it was dry, I blended it in so you could hardly see that it wasn't really the paper looking through.